Alright, folks, we are back with Half-Life 2. Starting to come down the home stretch a little bit here. This next part's kind of annoying. Big open hallway. And they have a strider parked at the end of it. So we can just kind of lob some of these in there. They will hurt it. Camera bot. And there. Basically just have to lob as much crap in there as possible. And
Gordon, look at what you are throwing away. Is it worth it?
well, I haven't really seen anything worth keeping. Technology is kind of cool, but oppression and all of that other stuff, not so much. Now you can kind of run past the Strider, but that's kind of annoying. As you know, you got those 3 energy balls powering that force field that you have to get rid of. Anyway, we're going for another ride now. Easiest way is just willy-nilly. There's a up-close look at one of the things. It used to be a human. Then, you know, God knows what. I can't turn my flashlight on. God knows what they did to them. And then this camera's like, hey, wait a minute. You're not a stalker. Sends us on our way. Up, up, and away. You see all these cables and tubes and whatnot. You see out the window there, it's another day is ending. Some things that we haven't encountered before, those, I don't know what they're called, but giant beetle things. The gunships. Get a view of the city below. I should say the texture of the city below. It's not modeled. But they can get away with it being all, you know, like, you know, low quality and whatnot, because, well, Citadel is miles high, so just to, you know, kind of put that in perspective when you look out the windows of just how high up we are. Like, look at that. Really cool visual. So we're going all the way to the top. Basically, the camera was like, yo, wait a minute. That's the guy we're looking for. Send him on up to Breen. More confiscation fields.
I'll take him from here. Don't struggle. It's no use. Until you're where he wants you, there's nothing you can do. I'm sorry, Gordon.
Sure. Well, she really is sorry. She's playing both sides. She's ultimately with the resistance.
Vast meteorological intelligences, worlds stretched thin across the membranes where the dimensions intersect. Impossible to describe with our limited vocabulary.
What I've seen is also beyond words, Breen. Genocide. Indescribable evil. Good God.
Well, if it isn't Gordon Freeman at last. What's this? I'll put it over there. You have my gratitude, Doctor. First, you lead me straight to the doorstep of my oldest friend. Then you deliver yourself. If I'd known you were going to come straight up to my office, I wouldn't have bothered hunting you in the first place. Having both of you in my keeping ensures I can dictate the terms of any bargain I care to make with the Combine.
Dr. Breen.
Huh.
Wallace.
Yes, Judith, what is it?
The bargain we should be making is for Eli's life so he can continue his research.
Thanks to you, we have everything we need in that regard. You're more than qualified to finish his research yourself. What neither you nor I can do is convince that rabble in the streets to give up their senseless struggle. Yet Eli refuses to speak the words that would save them all.
Save them? For what?
Eli, if you won't do the right thing for the good of all people, maybe you'll do it for one of them.
Alex, honey,
Dad. Gordon?
Gang's all here.
God damn you, Breen, you let her go.
That's all up to you, my old friend. Will you let your stubborn short-sightedness doom the entire species, or will you give your child the chance her mother never had?
How dare you even mention her?
Alex, my dear, you have your mother's eyes, but your father's stubborn nature.
You haven't seen a bit of it yet.
Really? Well, let's see how well it serves you on the far side of a Combine portal.
Go ahead, Breen. If that's the worst you can do, send us both through your portal.
Oh, it's hardly the worst. But you might find that hard to believe once you get there.
It isn't necessary.
I agree. It's a total waste. Fortunately, the Resistance has shown it is willing to accept a new leader. And this one has proven to be a fine pawn for those who control him.
No!
Don't listen to him, Gordon.
How about it, Dr. Freeman? Did you realize your contract was open to the highest bidder?
Gordon would never make any kind of deal with you.
I understand if you don't wish to discuss this in front of your friends. I'll send them on their way, and then we can talk openly.
Don't struggle, honey.
Dad, I'm so sorry.
Alex, sweetheart.
Judith, what do you think you're doing?
We're doing what I could never do alone. We're stopping you.
Yes.
Guards, get in here! They know you betrayed them. They'll turn on you. Judith, Dr. Mossman, please!
I'm sorry, Wallace. You're all out of time. Don't...
Hurry! Dad, hang on.
You fool!
Watch out, he's gonna...
No!
So,
Dad!
Oh, no. Don't worry about me, honey.
There's no time, Alex. He's on his way to the portal. You'll need this.
Dr. Mossman, Judith, look after my father.
Don't you worry.
Dad,
so essentially,
I'm not saying goodbye.
Mossman was playing the long con the entire time,
Come on, Gordon. Let's go.
My girl.
getting everybody up into Breen's office so that we can.
We haven't known each other very long, but I know you didn't have to do this. I had to rescue my father, but you... Well, thanks for coming after me.
It's me you should be considering.
Hey, listen.
I can still deliver.
That's him.
But not without your help. The portal destination is untenable. Surely you can set the relay elsewhere. There's no way I can survive in that environment. A host body? You must be joking. I can't
There
possibly.
he is.
Oh, all right. Damn it, if that's what it takes. Just hurry. He's right behind me.
So that thing on the screen is a Combine advisor. So the bodies of what we saw on the train in Half-Life Alyx, which is why I was not thrilled to see them there.
Hey,
Oh
what
my
he left
goodness.
behind?
Yeah, he left the gravity gun. We'll pick that up in a
He
minute.
doesn't have a clue, does he?
I want to talk. Damn it.
Take the gravity gun, Gordon.
Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna pause it so that I can talk. Good lord. So Now I don't even remember what I was going to talk about. Yeah, Mossman, playing the long game, getting us all together so that, you know, we'd have the best opportunity of taking out Breen from inside the Citadel instead of having to fight our way through the entire thing. All worked out swimmingly. So she, you know, she was basically what, a triple agent pretending to work for the Resistance while working for the Combine while pretending to work for the Resistance. You know, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But ultimately, she is part of the Resistance. Now, another thing, as we were going up the elevator, you know, you heard Breen be like, "Oh no, ooh, can't go there. I need a, you know, I wouldn't be able to survive. I need a host body." So, well, I'll touch on that later on. But essentially, Combine are trying to get him out of Earth through a portal. But the destination, he won't be able to survive in his current body, so they are essentially going to turn him into an advisor. That's the plan, anyway.
I wonder where he's going.
Or the suspected plan. There is a
Citadel's dark fusion reactor. It powers their tunneling entanglement device. We'll never have a chance like this again. We've got to stop Dr. Breen.
So that's the portal as well, right there, where he'll be teleporting from.
I can't shut it down. Looks like he's turned over control to the other side. You'll have to go into the core and do what you can. Get in the elevator and I'll let you in. Don't forget to charge up your suit.
Yes, it's already charged. Thank you. So the popular fan theory is that Breen is still alive, and he was turned into an advisor.
Do your worst, Gordon.
Via a
Careful.
basically copy of his brain. They copied his brain and stuck it into an advisor body, while we killed his physical body in this next section of the game. That's the fan theory. It's neither been confirmed nor denied by Valve. Breen is right there, but supposedly right now.
At the moment of synapse, as I teleport, this chamber will be bathed in deadly particles that have yet to be named by human science. Perhaps when I have the leisure to do the work myself, I'll name one of them after you. That way you won't be completely forgotten. When the singularity collapses, I will be far away from here, in another universe, as a matter of fact. You, on the other hand, will be destroyed in every way it is possible to be destroyed, and even in some which are essentially impossible. I don't know what you can possibly achieve apart from your own annihilation.
Don't listen to him, Gordon.
I warned you this was futile.
He's bluffing, Gordon. Don't listen to him.
Luckily, we still have our super gun, so we make short work of anything that he throws at us because the genius left it behind. If he had took it with him,
Oh no, Breen started his ascent.
we'd be pretty much shit out of luck.
Hurry, Gordon, before he escapes.
So you can kind of hear the Overwatch voice calling out. And back down.
I could have told you that was pointless, Dr. Freeman.
Go, Gordon.
I say the super gravity gun really
Are
is
you still with us, Dr. Freeman?
really is pretty great.
Not for much longer, I think.
Whoever thought it up was it's A+.
If only you had harnessed your boundless energy for a useful purpose.
So now we just blast
Go back, Freeman. You have no
all of
idea what
these.
you're doing.
Okay. Launch these in
I
here.
hope you said your farewells.
Kill. Well, not kill, but you know we gotta.
Don't
have to,
know what you'll unleash. You could bring down
destroy
this
these
whole
little
citadel.
things.
Think, man. Think of the people
There's some
below.
gunships there. We can try and shoot them if we want, but no real point.
No!
See, we can we can take it out without taking out the gunships.
Yeah! You did it!
Yeah,
Come
we
on,
did
Gordon. We've got
a
to get
little
out
bit
of
more
here.
than
Maybe we
we
still have...
really needed to.
Time, Dr. Freeman? Is it really that time again? It seems as if you only just arrived. You've done a great deal in a small time span. You've done so well, in fact, that I've received some interesting offers for your services. Ordinarily, I wouldn't contemplate them, but these are extraordinary times. Rather than offer you the illusion of free choice, I will take the liberty of choosing for you, if and when your time comes round again. I do apologize for what must seem to you an arbitrary imposition, Dr. Freeman. I trust it will all make sense to you in the course of... well, I'm really not at liberty to say. In the meantime, this is where I get off.
Always gotta look sharp. Make sure that tie's straight. And there you go, that's Half-Life 2. So, the ending there where he's like, oh yeah, you know, job offers, several interesting offers for your employment. And Breen, that's what else I wanted to talk to. Breen alluded to it before where he was like, oh yeah, surely, you know, you must have realized that your contract was open to the highest bidder, and, you know, you're a fine pawn for those who control you, and that's essentially true. Also, you know, see that Victor Antonov up there. I don't know if you, of course, you've probably heard of Dishonored, but Dishonored, the art style is very similar to Half-Life 2. That's just Victor Antonov worked on both games. Fun little nugget. But yeah, as I was talking about with the whole, you know, employment contract thing, yeah, so essentially there could be, you know, we had just as much chance of working for the Combine as against them, because, you know, it's just, it all depend on who the G-Man ended up contracting us out to, essentially. So who contracted us against the Combine? I don't know, but it certainly wasn't out of the goodness of the you know, G-Man's heart. Now, another interesting fact here, if you look at the voices, you can see Mike Shapiro, Barney Calhoun, and Mike Shapiro, G-Man. So, yeah, Barney and the G-Man are the same voice actor. Which, again, sounds pretty crazy because their voices are totally different. You know, he's very skilled voice actor. But, so yeah, obviously, back in 2004 when you play this and that's the end, you're like, well, holy shit, what's gonna happen next? Too bad we'll have to wait 6 years. But then Valve was like, nah man, I got you, we're gonna do episodes now, there's gonna be 3 of them, and they'll wrap up the Half-Life 2 storyline. Well, as I'm sure we all know, only 2 of them were ever made, and the 3rd one vanished, never to be seen. Then we got Alex, so I guess it kind of works out. Really enjoying Alex so far. Anyway, up next we're gonna do Half-Life 2 Lost Coast. I forget when that came out. I think it was like 2006 or something. It's a short, like, kind of one-off thing. It was originally used as a tech demo.
Lamar!
Ah, yes.
Blast that little... Where did she get to?
Miner's pet head crab. Yeah, so Lost Coast, that was used as a tech demo, essentially, for some new lighting and rendering technology that Valve implemented into their Source engine after the fact. Because, you know, like, basically everything up to Portal 2 runs on Source. which they developed in the 2000s. Why is the menus like all it's loaded, but the picture is like hella blurry, weird. So why would they be releasing games in 2011, 2012 with a 7-year-old engine? But so they had to upgrade the capabilities of it. So that's what Lost Coast basically showed off. It was like HDR lighting and a few other technologies. I forget them all, but it was originally a cut stop when we were on the with the little buggy with the towel cannon on it, the car. And they just repurposed it as its own little standalone thing with some extra rendering tech. Still interesting experience, and it's more Half-Life, so why not? But so we'll do Lost Coast, then we'll do episode 1, episode 2, and then finish it off with Portal 2. So thank you all for watching, if you've stuck with it till the end, and we'll see you in the next one when we come back with Half-Life 2 Lost Coast. See you then.